I took a seed in the morning and put it under the earth. I watered it gently and later put it in the sun. The next morning, I woke and took my turn. I eagerly looked for a green, but eventually nothing did turn. I learned a lesson that day, that nature teaches us patience in its own way. Yoga can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. For me, it started out as just a way to stay physically active. Though as time went on, I began to notice the connection between my inner and outer body. From this, I gained a better understanding of patience, self-discipline, and gratitude. These teachings followed me off the mat and into my day-to-day life. They also extended to the people, places, and things around me that I interacted with daily. Yoga showed me that nothing grows without patience. So what is yoga? Yoga, in the context that we're talking about today, is the physical form of meditation consisting of asanas, or the shapes and postures the body assumes. The main objective of yoga is to establish a relationship between the mind, body, and soul, though it's also great for disciplining the body, holistic health reasons, and rejuvenating all of the bodily systems. There are over 8 million asanas with a mixture of standing, sitting down, and lying postures, making yoga extremely versatile and modifiable so almost anyone can participate. Though yoga may seem like the more flexible you are, the better you are at it, that's not the case. The breath is the most important part of the practice. Technique and movement come later. The breath-to-body connection is essential. Jainism, one of India's oldest religions, teaches the path to spiritual purity and enlightenment through ahimsa, non-violence to all living things. Yoga in the Jainist context aids in the realization of the pure soul and the shedding of karma on the physical body so that the spiritual body may attain moksha, liberation. Yoga may seem like it's just physical exercise and postures, but there are actually 8 limbs to yoga, including restraint, observance, physical exercise, rhythmic breathing, detachment of mind, single point concentration, meditation, and oneness, though today we will be focusing on the physical portion. There are many spiritual as well as physical benefits to yoga, and in Jainism, it's important to also highlight those health and physical benefits, such as balancing your blood flow. It's great for your cardiovascular system. It can reduce inflammation, boost immunity, and improve sleep. It's also really great for developing a concentration, staying in the present moment, and getting out of that competitive mindset that everyday activities tend to put us in, and brings us more to an awareness of ourselves, granting us slowness and patience. So what does yoga look like? Yoga looks different for everyone because everyone is different and everyone's body is different. So it's important to work with your body, capabilities, and comfortability. There are many low mobility postures or postures that have modifications so that if you choose to use these, you can still reap the benefits of the posture. For example, this is the cat-cow posture and its modifications. There's a seated chair cat-cow, a seated floor cat-cow, and the traditional cat-cow posture. Some important things to know before starting your yoga practice is that it's best done in a clear, clean area. Early mornings or early afternoons are the best time of day on an empty stomach. Keep your movements slow and in rhythm with your breath. And it's also best to start with a mindful awareness. So after a sitting meditation practice or a few deep breaths to bring you into the present moment. And most importantly, meet yourself where you are. You know your capability and your limits. This is a judgment-free space where you are your crowd. There's no one to rush you. Take your time and do what's comfortable. Here are 3 flows that you can try. This is the kneeling sun salutation. You want to start in child's pose. Remember to breathe through your movements. Then come up into cow pose with your back arched and your low ribs hugged in. Then come into cobra with your chest open, heart up. Then come into downward dog with your chest melting to the tops of your thighs. Next, come back down onto your knees, back into cow pose, low ribs hugged in. Then make your way back into child's pose and repeat this flow 4 times. Standing spinal roll up. You'll start with your chest melted to your legs with a generous bend. Then you'll lift halfway. Remember to breathe through your movements. Lift the rest of your upper body and keep your chin tucked. Then roll your shoulders back, lift your heart space. Repeat this flow 4 times. Last is an arms movement. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your arms up to let your palms meet in the center. Then slowly lower them back down with your breath. Here's some sources and additional information about the postures mentioned, Jainism, and Jainism in yoga. Thank you to Samani G for the majority of the informational content in this PowerPoint.